All right. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to this. To work on that. Please, welcome to this Division B West matchup tonight between Phoenix Rising Emerald and La Croix Boys. I'll be probably referring to them as boys from now on. Uh, Phoenix Rising won the coin toss and decided to go with first pick. So the boys decided to ban out Braxis Holdout and Alterac Pass, and Phoenix Rising Emerald banned Dragonshire and Battlefield of Eternity. And the boys are taking us to Garden of Terror, one of my more favorite maps to cast because I don't get to do it too often. Um, Currently, teams are like 4 and 7 and 2 and 11 respectively. So big connotations for both teams to win this match tonight. So I'm really looking forward to it. You may recognize a few names besides those on Emerald. Let them know that I am ready, and we can see if we can get into the draft right away for everybody. I hope everybody's doing really well tonight. All right, so they are ready. We'll just wait until we get into our draft. Like I say, I hope everybody's having a good night. It's a little cold here in Manitoba, unfortunately. I mean, we thought spring had sprung, however, it's decided not to yet. I mean, still got some snow, a little bit of cold. And here we go into our draft for Garden of Terror. All right, and for those who are unaware, here's my ugly mug. Um, Again, welcome to the stream. Should be an exciting night. This match almost didn't happen. The boys were having a little bit of issues to try and get their team together, but they managed to get it at the last minute. Um, yes, and I will have a big announcement next Tuesday night. I want to share it with Phoenix Rising and Amethyst, and then I will share it with my audience. So, definitely looking forward to sharing that news with everybody. And as you can see, we have a Diablo band starting off. Pretty common, I would expect. I mean, Diablo can be pretty strong around the plant points, and a Falstead ban. That's a good ban. Banning away the global. So it looks like maybe the boys are going to try and control the global. We'll see how Phoenix Rising Emerald responds. Alright, while they're doing that ban, I'm going to try and fix my sound alerts. Okay, so hopefully that fixed it. We shall see. Back to the bands, we have Stukov and Zul'jin, two good bands on this map. And first pickup for Phoenix Rising Emerald is Uther. I wonder if we're going to see the Uther Ariel pickup combo. Oh, first pick Abathur. Wow, boys just coming out swinging. No fear, showing here, this is what we're bringing. Can't wait to see what the Abathur play is. So for 2-3, we have a Li Ming pickup, followed by a Gazlo pickup. Two really strong heroes, especially on this map. both with a lot of stall, especially Li Ming, picking up those seeds. So now we're into our ban phase. And we have a Tychus ban. So I wonder if that's going to... I wouldn't really see a Deathwing and an Abathur. However, Deathwing could be on the side of Emerald, but I don't see that. Right now, I'm not thinking I'm seeing a Deathwing in play this game. Although, I mean, the boys could surprise us and bring out something tricky. We have Murden and Sylvanas. So Murden is definitely a good hat target. Unless he goes Locust build. And we have Raynor and the last pick. Will it be a second healer, or is Uther going to be the healer? I mean, I could expect to see an Ariel here. She brings a lot. Uther main tank. Oh, and it is a maze, so it's a single healer. I like that. Alright, so let's see the final pickup for the boys. I'm just going to play something while it happens. And if you can let me know if you hear it or not, I'm not sure.
Kids, you tried your best, and you failed miserably. The lesson is, never try.
Alright, so the final pick is the Greymane, so let us get into the game. Alrighty, so introducing the blue team, who actually have a green logo, Phoenix Rising Emerald. We have Panda on Gazlo, Maps on Li Ming, Corrosive on Mei, Paco Sacco on Raynor, Delilah on the Uther. And for the Croix boys, we have, let me zoom over and look. Looks like Striker on Murden. Oh, they're moving too fast. Harambe on the Abathur, Walter White on Sylvanas, Shibo 14 on Greymane, and Baja Blaster on the Brightwing. Let's get to the middle, show some talents, do a little bit of outview magic, and let's get this game underway. Looking at the drafts, the Abathur Greymane is really scary. I do think that Emerald has the tools to keep it under control, but they will have to be careful. So let's see. Just some posturing right now. Abathur's in the bottom lane. Raynor's already there. Gaz is already in the top lane. So it's a 4v3 in the middle. Nice orb goes out right away. Freeze goes out. Striker with the stun onto the Mei to build up his Perfect Storm quest. And we do have Exterminator by Raynor. Pressurized Glance by the Abathur player. Panda playing it safe up top. Already clearing, so the minions are cleared, so now it's whether or not it looks like they are going for a camp. Oh, it looks like the change was called. Looks like they're going for their bottom camps. I can see Greymane is on his siege camp over here. And Gazlo is taking his siege camp as well. Now, are they going to go for the Bruiser camp? It does look like they are. Delilah and Maps are definitely hopping onto that train. Taco coming up to assist. We kill that a little bit quicker. What's going on up at the top? Big fight over the objective point. Panda does get away, but they do give up the siege camp. So really nice invade by the boys. Did a really good job with that camp steal. And the first seed is being called in 20 odd seconds. However, Raynor and a siege camp are pushing bottom. So that will have to get dealt with before the seed does become available. This is definitely a point where you decide if you want to worry about the first garden seed, maybe do a stall a little bit, and just keep getting your soak. Abathur's pushing up top. They did cap their top bruiser camp, so it's going to be pushing onto that wall. But everybody is on board. Stuns jump in. Brightwing zooms in. Big orb onto Brightwing. First blood goes to Emerald, taking Brightwing out. I do not know if they want to keep going without their healer. In 10 seconds, another orb goes out. Almost putting Striker in a really bad spot. However, the first seed does go over to Maps and the team of Emerald. And let's see what this camp has done. It's taken down the gate. It's going to maybe get a gun tower. Oh, it looks like it's not. So good save by Panda. Right. Meanwhile, mid lane, Soak's going on. Just about, half a level lead in experience for Phoenix Rising Emerald.
Prepare to gather it.
Another seed comes out, sending a siege camp bottom. So I like the macro calls from the Croix boys. They are doing extremely well of keeping off-lane pressure going, which is really smart. I mean, Rainer's going to have to take care of that camp. That could give them a free clear here. Sevens are online for Emerald, though. So if they want to try and go for stall, they can. Raynor seems to be making his way up as we speak. They are going to try and do a little bit of stall. Seven's not yet online. They get the stall. Raynor gets a knockback. He's in a world of hurt with Greymane. He's going to dive him. He is going to kill him. Ooh, big orb coming out of Maps. Walter White pressuring Li Ming away. Pressuring everyone away. Get a stun onto Panda. He manages to get away. Raynor is back and making his way, so it's if they want to go for one more stall or they are just letting it go, which I think was a smart call. And again, I want to welcome everybody to the stream tonight, to this Division B West matchup of Phoenix Rising Emerald versus the Croix boys. I hope everybody's having a fine evening. Don't hesitate to comment in chat if my volume is too loud or if the game volume is too loud. I can adjust that accordingly. And if you're new to the stream, please leave a follow. It doesn't cost anything, and yet it will help me immensely. Get all my appreciation.
Seed is sprouting.
Top siege camp taken by Emerald, with the siege camp in mid being taken. 18 seconds to the next seed. That siege camp is not, looks like it's not going to go very far. Paco is just going to boop it away. Greymane with a dive in. There's a stun. There's a cleanse. And it doesn't matter. Big focus onto Delilah, the Uther player. Good stun. However, with that Raynor death, I mean, Raynor gets, or sorry, May gets polyed. Walter had taken quite a bit of damage. Definitely needs to get a heal. Meanwhile, 10s are online for Phoenix Rising Emerald, so they should be able to scare them away to collect this. And I'll quickly go over the 10s for Phoenix Rising Emerald. Giggle Schmack, thank you for the follow. I really appreciate it, my friend. Alright, so now that we have 10s online and we have a little bit of a quiet lull, we have Grab a Bomb, we have Disintegrate, we have Ice Wall, Hyperion, Divine Shield out of the Uther. And on the side of the Croix boys, we have Avatar, Evolved Monstrosity, Wailing Arrow, Go for the Throat, and Blink Heal. Nothing too out of the ordinary. I mean, however, this could be the third seed pickup for Emerald if they do take it. That would give them the Garden Terrors. They are doing it perfectly. They drew away. Got the stun. Oh, Uther able to get that stun onto Li Ming. Ice Wall goes out. Grab a Bomb just a little early. Big damage going on to the team though. Disintegrate goes out. Resets galore. 2 for Li Ming. 3 for Li Ming. Maps taking down Brightwing, Greymane, and Sylvanas with 3 dead in about 10 seconds. I think they're going to get a good push out of these plant terrors. 5-2 are the kills in favor of Emerald. So right now the bottom one isn't really going to get a lot of value. It's just clearing back the wave. Top one is getting work done. But it's the one in mid that seems to be... took down top fort, so that's done. It looks like they're going to rotate to top to try and help this one out. And with 13s there, they're going to look for a quick engage. But it's 4 versus 3. Ice Wall traps 1. Apocalypse coming in now to help with the team. Panda's coming down. So all 3 forts taken down in that first Garden Terror phase. So really good usage of the map by Emerald. Oh, shh. We have a plant. It looks like we have a bush party. Let's not say anything. I feel like I should have some Jaws music here. Dun 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 dun. A few ults used. Basically missed. Ice Wall's now up. Disintegrate's the only one that's down. And they just come in and say, nope, this camp is ours. And it looks like they are going to still try and paint the map blue. I mean, makes sense. Right now the map is definitely under the control. Well, the early game is under the control of Emerald. Let's see how they can change that.
Under seed is set to sprout. Hero slain.
Oh, big gank onto Gazlo in the top. 4-man dive. Siege Camp's going to help a little bit, but not much with Sylvanas turning him off. But on the other side, I mean, Emeralds, they're going to lose a fort, but they have a good chance of taking a keep. 14 seconds. Tower down, wall down. Siege Camp's going to start throwing damage or big rocks. They need an upgrade onto the keep. That's going to be taken care of. However, the channel is going to be taken by Emerald. Gazlo clearing up the top lane. Abathur right now sitting in his base, trying to stay safe. And the 4-men of Emerald are just roaming as 4 and just painting this map blue. Can really respect that.
You would best be ready to gather another seed, heroes.
So now they have 16s and a full level ahead. Looks like they're setting up another party bush. Oh, looks like they're going to reposition. They have spotted him. So they know where the boys are, trying to take care of that bruiser camp. So it's just a matter of positioning. And how boys are going to come into this objective. They don't have 16. They can't afford to give it up if they so want. Which they decide to do. I mean, they do want 16s. And now it looks like Emerald is trying to press their advantage while they have 16s. Monstrosity, in the meantime, is doing work in the bottom lane. That may be something they want to think about getting dealt with. It looks like they're trying to go for a gank onto Uther, trying to catch Delilah out. I think she was able to sniff it out in time and gets herself safe. Meanwhile, Rainer's taking care of... Or the team comes down to finish off that monstrosity. Everybody knows if that thing gets too big, it's just almost impossible to deal with. No, it's not. Bloody Drapes is not playing.
It will sprout before you.
He actually has to work late. I asked him to co-cast, but he has to work late tonight. Hey, Raj. I think Drapes has a cast. He may have a cast tomorrow, but I know he took... Oh, big ice wall. Hyperion's going to go out. Damage mouse stunned. Nurden goes down. Greymane's trying to back away. Leeming takes him out. Grab bomb. Misses, but does create dispersion. So 2 kills. So 7-3 so far. Chasing Brightwing away. So again, keeping this map painted blue. And another plant terror. And I mean, luckily top lane needs to be cleared away, so that's not going to get too far. But mid is totally looking like heat. And bottom, with that siege camp ahead, definitely has the opportunity to pressure that keep as well. Lots of health, about half, just under half health. This keep is going down in the meantime though. So they are going to now rotate to bottom. And that keep is at half health from their last attempt. There's a good chance of double keep with their second objective. Really impressive by Phoenix Rising Emerald. A little bit of a whiff on the ice wall. However, they accomplished their goal. No kills, so I don't see them wanting to pressure core. Looks like they're going to rotate and try and help the top web weaver try and do the trifecta of all 3 keeps. Hyperion goes out to buy time, do some damage. Open the door for Delilah to stay safe. And 20s are just about online, so this could be the possibility to end game. 20 to 18. I mean, they back off. They have to kill the minions. The minions are pretty close to killing that. That's going to die rather quickly. 20's now online for Emerald. They've had the lead this whole game and have not taken their foot off of the pedal whatsoever. Just constant pressure. Really well played by Emerald so far. Ice wall goes. It's a bit of a whiff. Does create separation though. Focusing onto Brightwing. Brightwing goes down. Greymane's doing to do some damage in the back. Gets caught by Disintegrate. Raynor gets the credit. Gets the credit for Sylvanas too, even though it was a Disintegrate causing mass havoc. Raynor gets the credit for the 3 kills. Oh, Maps must be disappointed. He set them all up. So this looks like game 1 going over to Phoenix Rising Emerald. The Abathur not really seeming to be that big of a factor as much as they had wanted. So that is a good game for Phoenix Rising Emerald. Alright, let's go over some numbers. Let's see if anything jumped out to us. 4 kills for maps. Should have been 7. Got to give him that. 37,000 damage though, so good job on his part. 42,000 healing by Delilah. Um, and on the other side, we have 36 by the Brightwing. And Sylvanas putting out 26,000. And Greymane managing to get 2 kills. So I think I'm going to have to give my MVP award to Maps for his Li Ming play, because he literally should have had 7 kills instead of 4, but I know he wanted to fluff Taco's numbers up. So I'm giving it to Li Ming for Emerald, and for the boys, I really think I want to give it to the Muradin. He was really aggressive. He jumped in. He created separation, secured some kills for his team. So, yeah, I'm going to have to give it to the Muradin player. All right, do a quick advertisement, and I'll meet you guys back at the map screen. Right. So, as we can see, Phoenix Rising Emerald took the first game rather dominantly. Just waiting now to see where we're going next. All right, let me update our map. All right. Looks like that. I just got to figure out who chose the map. We are going to Volskaya Foundry, as you're about to see. All right. Okay. All right. So we are going to Volskaya. That was chosen by Phoenix Rising Emerald. And man, that was a great fast first game. Holy. Yeah, I'll just let them know that I'm ready, and if they want to get into it, we can go. And again, I want to thank everybody for staying tuned with this exciting match tonight. I have changed my casting schedule for everybody who doesn't know. I'm now going to be casting until the end of the season and into the playoffs. I'll be casting Monday to Friday, taking weekends off, unless the team specifically asks me to cast them on the weekend. So you can look forward to entertainment by me every day of the week, roughly around the same time. I always update my schedule on my Twitch, so you can see that one. Let's get into the draft. And again, for you, those of you who are new to the stream and haven't seen it already, this is my ugly face, right? Don't mind my Canadian winter beard. Until the weather is warm out, this does not leave my face. All right, we're starting off with a May ban from the boys. Lots of room to pick and choose where you want to go. And again, Diablo ban, so looking like it's either a target ban onto one of the boys, probably the tank player, but they're just not letting it through. Right? We're Gazlo ban. So I think that's a partial respect ban, and Gazlo is just a really good ban on this map regardless. Stukov ban again. So no first picking Stukov. For those who can see, that's my wife in the background. Just woke up from a nap. We have a first pick Varian. Being first pick, it's tough to say if that's going to be a taunt or a colossal smash. Although it could be a Twin Blades too. I guess we'll have to see. And again, right away, the first pick Uther. It's really impressive to watch Delilah on the Uther. I mean, a lot of people want Uther as like a bruiser style play, and she's just saying no, he's a great healer, right? And she had some really clutch heals for her team. So we have Anduin Joanna, so possibly Falling Sword Light Bomb. That remains to be seen. Getting into our second set of bands now. Oh, they're just taking away the shenanigans, maybe thinking the Twin Blade, so no Abathur shenanigans. That's a smart ban. A twin-bladed variant with damage build Abathur could do a lot of damage. Chromie gets banned out. Alright, so let's see the 3-4 picks for Emerald. I'm thinking not to show a lot. If they're taking a tank, they'll probably take the tank here. As well as if they want another healer, they'll grab the healer and save their offlaner. But I think they'll probably go tank damage. Yeah. So the ETC Kel'Thuzad. And from what I've seen in previous matchups, Maps' Li Ming is to be feared. His Kel'Thuzad can just leave teams with nightmares. So it should be an exciting match to see. Alright, so 4-5 for the LaCroix boys. We have Vala Karazim. I like that. I like that a lot. A little bit of extra heal by the Karazim when they're into melee. Yeah, a lot of punish. Whether he goes Divine Palm or 7-sided, I mean, both can work really well. Play safe for the team. And the last pick for Emerald is going to be a Diva. Awesome. Can't wait. Alright, people in the audience, we see the draft. Who do we feel is going to win Game 2? Does Phoenix Rising Emerald take the sweep of domination? Or do the LaCroix boys come back with a W and take us to a Game 3? As we're saying that, let's get into the game. Alright, so we have Lewd Panda on Diva, US Maps on Kel'Thuzad, Corrosive on ETC, Paco's Taco on Raynor, Delilah on Uther. And for the boys, we have Striker 13 on Joanna, Chubat on Karazim, Harambe 2016 on the Varian, Walter White on the Vala, and where's my Anduin player? Baja Blaster on the Anduin player. Sorry, took a second. Alright, let's bring up some talents for everybody and pop out for big screen.
10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let the battle begin.
So what are your thoughts, chat? Is it going to be a sweep or are we going to Game 3? Please type in chat. I mean, I love it. I love when fans people interact. Nothing too exciting. That's why I'm not really calling anything right now. It's pretty much back and forth. Clearing waves. Striker set up to be able to stall. Oh, 3 people to be able to stall. However, Corrosive does manage to get up there, so he's going to get the experience. Focusing on to Delilah. She's able to get away safely. But it did buy them some time in regards to this clearing their second wave, and now they can rotate down to their machine guns, which I'm sure both teams are looking to do. It looks like Paco and Delilah, oh, and Maps are going there, so they're just going to do this a lot really fast. What do we got? We have Block Party for the ETC, a really good call against all that physical damage. We have Full Metal, so Diva will be healing as she's attacking. We do have Veterans Marksman, so going for the stacking quest. Have to pay attention to that one. And Silver Touch. And we have Hold Your Ground, Iron Fists, so a damage built Karenzi. High King's Quest, so probably a Twin Blades. Yeah, and there it is, Twin Blades. Looks like we're going to have a multi-shot Vala. This is going to turn into a really good game, relying on that Monk for extra damage. And he did take Earth Ally at 4 for the extra physical armor.
We redesigned our trigger protector, so combat
First
in the
Protector
Nexus.
is being
Prepare to
called.
begin
The airplane camps are grabbed by the boys first. Phoenix Rising will be right behind with theirs. Sonoran, thank you for the follow. I really appreciate that. Welcome to the stream. Panda taking a little bit of damage. Nobody making a play for the healing robot yet. Just playing safe. Both pretty much even in experience, fighting their ways to 11. Looks like Diva and Varian are trying to kind of double took. Looks like Panda's going to rotate now down. He's going to miss some experience though. That Harambe was able to pick up, so I mean the experience is going to be there. Looks like they caught them going for the healing beacon. It is on there. It gets dropped, does get picked up and used right away by the Croix boys. So they were able to bait out at least the healing beacon. Diva with the rush down and hit the nitrous. Corrosive under a little bit of trouble, but does manage to get away. Panda just setting himself up. 46% currently for Emerald, as the boys are building channel experience in their favor. However, they do get bullied off. 7s are on the table for both teams. Looks like they are trying to get a stun onto the Varian. But a big crash from behind. Raynor goes down. Kel'Thuzad goes down. Oh, they did not see that coming. They thought they had the Varian by himself, and he was just a worm on a hook. So that's going to give a lot more channel. Plus, it looks like they're going to invade on their machine gun camp with 3 of them. So if they want to take this, they have to take this very soon. Everybody's on their way back. Diva Bomb goes out, creating separation. Turret gets dropped. Oh, and they get Vala. And I think they've got Anduin as well. So 2-2 to tie up the kills. And it looks like they are now going to try and take the camp. I mean, it's 5 versus 3. They are keeping them pressured away. So they do pick it up. Looks like Corrosive has picked it up. So both on their ways to 10s. 10s could be reached by the boys first. Protect the Triglov is picked up with Diva and ETC inside, and they are going right to bottom. So they want to set up for the third and the possible end game possibility of it, which I 100% can agree with. Because the first Triglov doesn't have a lot of hit points, not super strong, but they do get the well down. They're being chased, but they are going to get away safely. $33 seconds left on it if they choose to use it. Alright, and up at the top lane, they did take down the top well as well. Words like that confuse my mind. There's the light bomb into the falling sword. Doesn't really catch Taco. And back in the bottom, they are back doing damage.
Well done.
So yeah, we have this little bit of a break. I'll quickly go over the 10s for everybody. We do have the Falling Sword, 7-sided strike, Warbringer, Rain of Vengeance, and the Light Bomb, as we've seen. And for the side of Emerald, we have the Micro Missiles, Shadow Fisher, Mosh Pit, Hyperion, and Divine Shield. So a possible holy cow setup. One of my favorites to see. Basically, you put the Divine Shield onto ETC. He goes in with his Mosh. Can't be cleansed. Can't be interrupted. Ooh. Big damage. 7-sided. Corrosive being chased. Drops his turret just to buy some time. Panda in the back lane just doing some massive damage, though. Fate switched up. Oh, they get the Joanna. They decided to use their turret to help them get the healing beacon. Twelves are on for both teams now. So now it becomes a race to 13. Varian's in the bottom trying to get an advantage, but it looks like Panda's heading his way down there to fight him for it. Just checking to make sure.
Hey, how's it going?
Hello?
Hey, what's going on?
Oh. Good. Casting a game. Oh, hey Arco.
Hey, yeah. Sorry, you said you're casting a game? Do
Yes.
I need...
Yes, I'm currently am. It's Phoenix Rising Emerald versus La Croix boys.
All right, sorry to leave you hanging, or interrupt.
It's all
See
good.
you around.
Thanks. Sorry, everybody. I just had a visitor wanting to pop in, basically say hi, as you heard. Alright, back to the game. 13s are online for both teams. Right now, this map is much more back and forth, I feel. I mean, having the healing beacon down, looks like they're going to come for a wrap around the side. Oh. Emerald's able to sniff it out and back away. Meanwhile, Diva doing work in the bottom with that fort. Varian coming down to try and chase her away. 4-man's getting soaked top. Whereas PRE is trying to put more damage onto this mid-keep.
Control it and you can pilot the protector.
And the top beacon has been announced, so now it's what is the play. It looks like Emerald is going to take onto the point to start with. $14's online, so no talent tier advantage for this battle. Alright, now we have a 5 versus 5. Let's see how they play this out. Both teams have a turret. Delilah is carrying the healing beacon for Emerald. Croix is still trying to keep that channel going. Really wanting to force them out of the lane onto the point. Light bomb goes off. Gets connection. No deaths though. 7 strided. Diva explosion. I think they have Varian. They have Anduin. They have Kerosene. Oh. And that's stunned by Delilah. Oh, guarantees the kill onto Varian. 3 for 0 trade there. And let's see what their play is. They have... I would think they're going to take out this top fort and then work their way to either mid or bottom and try and maybe set up a possible win condition with the 3rd Triglav. I've been wrong before though, so we shall see. Oh, looks like they're going to bring it up top, or maybe they're just baiting. A little bit of a dance by Striker saying, can't touch this. Mid fort is down. So again, more pressure on the fort walls. The only thing I would like to see different is if the Triglav stayed more to his side, so it was only getting hit by one of the tower shots. Right? Light bomb going out. Misses. Third chase, 30 seconds left on the Triglav. Corrosive hops out. It looks like they're saving it in case they need it for later. Nice leap of faith by Baja. All forts are gone, so catapult pressure in every lane. Looks like they're going to 5-man try and work on this mid keep. If they get a few deaths, this will set them up a win condition. Oh, and they're sneaking down. There's this 1-man onto Varian. It took a while for the damage to get there. And they get the heal onto him in time. Damage just a little slow. Light bomb, the unstoppable goes out. Healing beacon does get dropped. Falling sword used again. Delilah in a little bit of trouble, so is Maps. He does kill Kerosene. Oh, Varian gets a kill for retaliation. Meanwhile, in the top, Zavala gets that stun onto her team. So, a pretty good trade-off, buys him time. Kel'Thuzad is coming back into the fray now. It is looking good for them. I mean, looks like they're gonna... Oh, Paco could be caught out. No, he's able to get away. So, mid keep is down. So that's going to be constant pressure in the mid lane. That will buy them a lot of time. They do invade and pick up their turret camp. It looks like they're working their way to the healing beacon. And they are just going to go for it. Alright, sorry. My cat was giving me issues. Rainer does go down. I think Varian's going to be close to going down if he doesn't get it. Oh, nice stun. Varian goes down. They have Anduin. Gets that leap of faith onto Kerosene. But Panda's like right in there. And with that self-heal, he's just going to be getting healed for all of the attacks. And I think they're taking out Kerosene here, focusing on Joanna. 13 seconds on her Divine... Her Falling Sword, my apologies. Striker runs away. They get the secure the kill? Yes, they do, onto Anduin.
Red team's core is under
And
attack.
there are minions going on to core. So with just Joanna up, does Phoenix Rising Emerald feel they have the power to end the game? And it looks like they don't. They have Panda working on the bottom keep,
Take control.
grabbing their machine gun. Now this, I mean, everybody is starting to spawn now. Kalthazud heading for the channel to get that started. Let's check out what Diva's pulling off here. Oh, does manage to take down that bottom keep. So 2 keeps down for La Croix boys. Healing beacon being picked up by Corrosive. I think they're then going to send their airplane camps. 20s are online. So La Croix has to make a decision if they want to take a non-20 fight or think they can defend this Punisher. But meanwhile, there is going to be an airplane camp pushing its way in the top. Corrosive gets caught by Striker. No real damage done. Panda coming down into the fray. Hombre trying to start a channel. Turret gets put down. Nice heal by Delilah. Oh. A big Hyperion going out. Varian's down. Joanna's probably going to die. I mean, Varian's running from... Oh. They all just died so fast. And it looks like they're not even going to worry about Protector. They are just going to core. And it does this look like what it's going to be? A domination by Phoenix Rising Emerald. %, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, and GG. Phoenix Rising Emerald with a 2-0 sweep over at La Croix boys. Really nicely done by them. Alright, let's look at some final tally. It was 18 minutes, 18 seconds for game time. 16-4 in kills. Let's see, our damage Diva at 44. Nice, 166,000. Way to go, Panda. Rainer at 74, Kalthazud at 39, and for Vala at 52,000. So nice numbers from Vala. The Kerzim, I don't know if it worked or not. It could have went a different route with the Kerzim Varian. Vala held her ground, did her best. So MVPs, I think I'm going to have to give Delilah my MVP again for her Uther play. It was just so on point with clutch stuns to secure the kill. And I think for La Croix boys, I am going to have to go with the Joanna. I really liked the aggression Striker showed, and I loved that dance that he did when the Punisher or the Triglav tried to lay that laser beam down. So I got to give kudos for props there. And I just think his going in with his falling sword, it did help get some kills. And the light bomb helped a lot. So, all right, let's go to the map score and get everybody up to date. All right. Let's go to there, and let me see if I'm joined. And I have Slammers with me. Hey, Slammers, how you doing?
Paco, I don't know why it says Slammers on here, but what's up, man?
Good. I'm just going to turn you up just a tad. Perfect. Okay, so how's the team feeling after the domination?
Honestly, we're feeling quite rejuvenated. You know, you saw us earlier this season, and it wasn't looking too hot with our starting schedule. But I feel like, man, after that we're feeling pretty good, feeling good.
Well, I thought the team in really both games, especially the first one, you guys really held domination. When you saw that first pick, Abathur, were you at all concerned with who they were going to bring as a hatted target? Uh,
Absolutely. We absolutely were concerned. That's why that Zeratul ban came out.
right?
I mean, if you think about it, there's a small handful of characters that really exceed in popping off with an Abathur hat. Your Zeratuls, uh, I mean, goodness, they used the Gray Mane. That's a great example
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
And
yeah, for sure.
and so we're more afraid of a Zeratul jumping in and jumping out than an Illidan or one of the other average hat characters.
I almost thought in the back of my mind they were going to bring the rogue as
I
their
did as well.
carry because I mean she causes so much. Like just she can lock you down until the entire team surrounds you and kills you. However, you guys played. You countered really well the Abathur play, like to the point where Abathur basically sat at his base. And you guys really dominated that game. I thought giving up the first objective or the second objective to them actually was in a way a smart decision because you weren't in a really good position to counter them without taking casualties. But I think from there you guys just buckled down and controlled the map. I mean, the map was blue for a lot of that game. So was that your thing? Just keep taking our advantages. Let's keep taking their camps. Let's bush party their camps.
100%. With especially on bigger maps like Garden, the camps are so important. People sleep on that, and that's you might have saw my Jimmy talents change
Yes.
from stacks to that beautiful exterminator. As not only does it help clear waves, it keeps Abathur at bay. And his ability to clear camps is pretty unparalleled even at level 1 in comparison to other characters. So that I feel like that was a pretty big key, along with our Gazlo, me and him handling our side lanes, allowing maps, Delilah and Corrosive to really rotate around as the 3-man and gank when needed. It was definitely the plan, specifically because Garden, we wanted to make sure the camps were taken care of. We had a few bad rotations, giving up to that second objective point, the one that we gave them. The team was rotating from the top, I was rotating from bottom, and they found the advantage there. And from there, absolutely, we figured we needed to stick a little bit more to safer pathing and together as a 5-man, and not give up those easy 5-on-1 kills and then giving up the objective.
Well, I mean, to be all like honest, from my observation, once you guys basically gave up that second objective, then got your tens and such, you guys just didn't stop. You bullied them for any inch they wanted to take. They had to fight you guys because you guys were always in their faces. So I really respect that. That was some really nice play calling. Who is the shot caller for your team?
For the micros, it's usually Delilah calling when to rotate on cams, when to look at something. But really, we've all been trying to contribute. Corrosive's in that front line, so if he sees a pick, he's calling his setups. And if both of them are busy, Maps or I or even Panda will call who's alone. And so we tried to rotate a few times to catch those little lonely stragglers trying to snag some XP. And honestly, keeping up with timers, as soon as the objective would go down, we're already looking at enemy camp spawn times. We're running off of a big lead here. We want to go and continue that lead. Painting the whole map blue was our objective for sure.
I totally understand that. And I want to ask, was the May pickup just a safety pickup in regards to who they decided to Abbey hat? Or was that your...
Exactly.
Okay. All right.
No, good intuition on that. Yeah, 100%. As
Almost like I
they
know what I'm
banned out.
talking about. Almost.
Yeah, they banned out the variant, I believe, if I recall correctly.
Yes.
And so, that was our number one, idea there, is just to taunt whoever goes in, because that'll, shut them down. But May, her AoE, her ability to zone is, I think second only to Chromie ulti. Chromie slowing sands. That ability is just broken. But
Yeah, it is.
but yeah, no, the May just offers so much, especially if they picked an auto attacker. We got the blinds, we've got the slows. It's just the whole kit. May is a beautiful, beautiful tank.
Yeah, I mean, you really countered the Abbey Hat Greymane really well. I know he got a couple of kills, but like really, it was just catching somebody out, and the protection was on the other side, right? So I don't hold anything bad against that. That's just what's happening at the time. So really, really good
Right.
job for game one. And you can tell Delilah, or I may pop in afterwards and tell him, but I did give her my MVP for her Uther play. I
Oh
initially
yeah.
thought you were going to run a double healer, like maybe a Uther Ariel type of thing. And, but I know she's so strong on Uther. I mean, it was just, it's incredible to watch her play that hero. It's just, it's so scary, to take a hero like Uther, who almost a lot of people only use as like a bruiser or a tank style, and then to see somebody come in and say, "Oh, I can heal with him too." It's like, "Oh yeah, you can heal with Uther," right?
Yeah, she usually tops any heal numbers. If she's on
Yes,
Uther, which is crazy, she'll beat Lucio's, Bright Wings, left and right. And really, it's for me. I agree, MVP, but the cleanses. Even
for
without
sure.
getting the
Yes,
ulti, the cleanses
yes.
that game were just phenomenal. You can't ask for more out of that.
I think I saw her throw a cleanse onto you, and she was on the other side of a wall or something. And I think it was you she threw the cleanse on. It may have been Li Ming, but it was just
I
like,
think I know what you're talking about. In the mid play there, the Varian was trying to slide in on me, and she
yes,
just cross the obstruction there and hit me with that. I hit the boop. She hit the cleanse, so I had no slow. I was just walked right out. It was
it
gorgeous.
was very nice. All right, so going into the second map, Volskaya, you guys chose the map. Um, do you guys just like playing Volskaya, or did you want to go to Volskaya because it's a map you're like not to give away a lot, so you can withhold whatever you want? If it's a map that you're comfortable on, or you just feel you guys can play the map, because you guys played that map picture perfect. What were your thoughts on
I
the map?
So initially, I did not think our team was actually very strong on that map. But as we've played it more and more, as other teams have picked it and forced us to play it, we've basically adapted. We kind of run it similar, to how we do Garden of Terror. It's those objectives. I mean, not objectives. Excuse me. The camps, the turrets, the heals are just they're so crucial to helping you win those fights. You drop a turret and it could split an enemy team or it could
Oh,
kill
for sure.
someone.
Yes.
And so, you prioritize those and make sure you're going into the fight basically locked and loaded. It really sets you up with that advantage. And as well, knowing that we had a late game KTZ, I ended up going a higher DPS build on Jimmy there, and
Yeah, I
I
saw
was just
that.
able to
I forgot what your
just
final count of stacks were. I wanted to check.
I think I was right around like 60, I think so, something
Oh,
like
not
that.
bad.
But at the end of the day, I mean, Maps, or excuse me, Corrosive and Delilah were just setting them up for us to knock them down. Maps was setting them up, killing
Oh yeah.
Vala off in the solo. Like it was just great play all around. We felt very coordinated, and I got to shout the team out. Especially coming back. This was our second back-to-back clean sweep. But before
Nice.
that, the season was looking real rough for us. So we're really riding high right now.
Well, it's only because you didn't have me casting all your games. Otherwise, you guys would be number one. We both know that.
You got to curse us sometimes. It's a blessing and a curse when you're here. It's a blessing when you're here and a curse when you're not.
Exactly. Well, I will say with your 3 points, it's going to give you 11 total. So that's going to set you right now in fifth spot. So that puts you guys into a really good position for playoff contention with a few weeks left of the NGS. Like I said, I'm really excited. And I think my play of the game for Volskaya was when they came to invade on your machine gun camp, and I think Corrosive picked it up, but he dropped it right away. But that machine gun turret literally separated the team. Some went one way, the other team ran, like, I think it was Karazim and Anduin ran literally towards your base, so they were just picked off. And
Yeah.
go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I was
No,
going
no,
to
no.
say, oh, go ahead. No, you talk. You're the
I just
guest.
wanted to confirm that you're right. Like I said before, that turret placement, it's just ridiculous. You drop that turret and you have a good chance to get a kill or split them up, and two of them unfortunately went the wrong way, and we ate it up, and I'm not going to complain one bit.
Were you surprised by them going so melee heavy and even a attack kerosene? I mean, I was surprised by the kerosene pick with the variant. I would have looked for somebody a bit more beefier, maybe an Imperious or someone, and they decided to go with the kerosene. Did that surprise you guys at all, or were you wondering what their plan was with it? Or
I was a little curious as thinking about it, because they first picked the Varian, and I thought for
yes,
sure that they were going to go a taunt or smash, and then when the Johanna came out, it was Johanna Anduin next. We were like, all right, that's offlane Varian, likely a twin blades.
right, yeah.
So I figured they were lacking some real CC, real lockdown, but the Karazim, it caught me off guard. I wasn't expecting a double support kind of game, but they were, I didn't. I saw what they were going for with the light bomb, falling sword, engage.
Yes, of
But
course,
I just
yeah.
don't think that they were able to get on the same foot there and follow it up, as much as they would have liked to have done. So I think we ultimately capitalized on our ability to boop around. Jimmy's got a boop, ETC's got a boop, Kel'Thuzad's got pulls, and then Diva's got boops, and so we're moving them around, disrupting them, and I really think we use that to our advantage against all of those melees.
Oh yeah, I mean, I gave. I always pick MVPs from each team, and I gave my MVP to Joanna for the Falling Swords. I thought Striker played Joanna really well, and yet I know he wanted to dive your back line, but there was always like two or three of your heroes in between. So he would dive the back line, which was fine. Delilah was back there. Oh, thanks, Bakji, for following. But you guys are back there to protect, and none of their damage could get past the wall that was set up. So it was like Joanna basically lands, has to throw Divine Shield, and then walk away. You guys played that second map just absolutely, really nicely. I mean, how you set up your win condition. I mean, everything about that game is something people can watch and learn from.
And that right there just goes to practice, because we've definitely played other teams and gotten slaughtered by them using the objective machine to just properly rotate with it. Get all the outer forts before you head into the keeps. Look and prioritize the wells, the sippy cups, because especially those mid sippy cups, because once those go down and you push them off of the point, they're not going to be able to easily fall back, grab a sippy, and get back into the fight. So we prioritized getting that first objective and having it head bottom or head mid first, grab the well, head bottom, grab the well, while the rest of the team went top to do a push and grab that well.
Yeah, that
And
was beautiful.
I felt like that there is a super big foundation stone to really set up your win conditions for later in the game. Because really there's no bosses, there's no other lane pressures that be added besides the top lane camps. So the objectives on this map are particularly even more important. And we wanted to make sure that we came into those fights with all of the camps we could, try to make sure that we stayed as a good group and not die and give up and have to fall back and give up the objective.
Well, the work you guys did with that first Triglov really impressed me, getting all three wells down. I mean, it's such a fine piece of work you guys did. I was really excited. And again, I want to congratulate to you and your team on the performance tonight. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what else you guys are bringing as we get closer to the playoffs. So, on that note,
Absolutely.
I'm going to get, unless you want to share anything else with the audience, you are more than welcome to do your shout outs, and then I will let you go and celebrate with your team. And remember to
Thanks,
tell
Bob.
Delilah she's my MVP for both matches.
I'm pretty sure she's probably eavesdropping on this conversation right now. So
All right.
if not, I'll make sure that she's made aware. But I just want to thank you for having us against Barhawk. It's always a pleasure to be casted, as well as get to come here and associate and talk with everybody as well. Really, I just want to shout out the LaCroix boys. I think that's how you pronounce it. As that was a great game. Hands for everybody all around, and dude, everybody on the team right now. Corrosive's really stepping up, calling those plays, and just making sure that me and Maps are right there behind it. Panda's doing his business off lane, and as you rightfully said, Delilah sharing the MVP tonight. She was just playing that Uther like nobody's ever played Uther before. So thanks again, Sparhawk. I really appreciate you guys, I really appreciate you streaming us and casting our games.
Yeah, Delilah is in the audience, and she gave me love, so I'm a happy person tonight.
Can't go wrong, buddy.
Nope.
Well, thanks again, Sparhawk, and I'll be catching you around soon.
Paco. All right.
My pleasure, buddy.
Go enjoy with your team, and I will talk to you. I'm going to play some music and outro and go from there. Take care, my friend. Congrats on your win.
Good. Thanks, man. See you soon.
Yepper. Okay, everybody. So, just to give you a heads up, tonight we had Div B West with Phoenix Rising Emerald and LaCroix boys with Phoenix Rising Emerald taking the domination, gaining those 3 points, therefore putting them with 11 points in their division, so currently sitting 5th. On a side note, I do have a cast I'm doing tomorrow night. It'll be at the same time, 10 o'clock Eastern. It's going to be Yellow Owls versus 2 Calculated to Throw. And then, like I said, I'm casting all next week. I'll have that up on my schedule. And I'll be on stream making an announcement on probably my Tuesday stream. And I'm hoping people are around for that one. I'm excited for it, just to give everybody a heads up of where I'm going in my direction. Just going to play a little bit of a music, then an outro for Phoenix Rising Esports for allowing me the opportunity to cast for them. And I will be... Give me 1 second. I'll be right back to say goodnight. All right, so on that note, I'm going to wish everybody the best of nights. It was a lot of fun casting tonight. I hope you're able to join me tomorrow night. It won't be at Phoenix Rising, but I want to reach out and cast some teams that aren't getting casted super lots and get them onto the scene and get to know them as well, right? So yes, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I hope everybody has a really great time, and I appreciate and love you all, and I will see you guys tomorrow night. If I'm not, I will see you in the Nexus. Take care, stay safe, love everybody, peace.